I wouldn't make films if I knew what I was doing. Because it wouldn't be any much interest. Do you know what I mean? If you seem to know what you're doing, one, you make it hell on earth for everyone else because they're pushed about. I was always more interested in having a happy work situation than the actual end product. Because it just seemed to me so many people worked in jobs that were unbearable. And I mean, as presumably the director or whatever you were, you try and make it amusing. So I mean, I think that's my general approach to it. You know, it is nice to know each day that something new's happening and you actually see something new. And I'm not some, you know, the painters, for instance, who fill in the bits like Stanley Spencer, you know, like Jigsaw. You can see if you look at his paintings, they're all drawn out like this, and I'll paint that area and that area. And, you know, he's drawn the drawing and pinned it all up. And there are others that go for it, like Jackson Pollock. I think I'm more of a Jackson Pollock sort of painter, filmmaker. In the British press, it becomes, oh, Derek Jarman's camp sensibility, but nowhere else does it. There's nowhere else in Europe where this dreadful word, thank God, I don't... What is the Italian equivalent of camp? Fortunately, they don't seem to have one, thank God. I think camp might be the beginning of intelligent, actually. I mean, I sometimes think that, and decadent. I mean, if someone says your film's decadent, you can surely know that there's probably something in it. You know? And certainly, camp is the beginning of intelligence, I suppose, in Great Britain. I mean, you know, it starts, so if your film isn't camp, forget it. I mean, you know. Tilda thinks that the glamour is very good. I think she, you know, she wants to be called an actress, you know, not this sort of... there were some people calling everyone actors. I mean, why they weren't calling them all actresses, I don't know. But they were all... Everyone had become an actor, you know. And I think she's dead right that she should be an actress. And I was always sort of worried about this, whether I was getting it right or not at places like this, you know, sort of going, you're the actor, Tilda Swinton. But I mean, so we go back to actress, thank God, like we've gone back to queer, you see. It's all, everyone's getting their act together, you know. And actually, what's nice about it, I suppose, if you want to be an actor, you can. And personally, I think it's great. I mean, I think the more labels everyone can have, the richer the, rather like the Renaissance. you know, we can all become gods and goddesses of our own choosing, you know? And that's what I mean, I've always been for very pluralistic thing. I've never believed that anyone really had the truth. I mean, and in the sense, and Auden says this, that I can't remember who it was in this book that I've been reading, he said the great problem is that he didn't realise his work was straw. And I think that is the best way of looking at it. Nigel said to me, Andrews, what do you want to be remembered for? It sounded a bit of a terminal question. And I said, not films, I said, because I don't think there are any importance whatsoever, but I said, you know, as one step on the normalisation in sexual politics, you know, as one contributor to this. And I said, I'd be very happy for that. I mean, if that's how things happen. Well, actually, the royal family, I mean, they're trapped in, you know, the sort of, you know, in the sun and the moon and the stars. I mean, Princess, you know, Diana has actually done, I mean, given the fact that they're there, I mean, I have to say that first, but since they are there, and I mean, I think she's done sterling work. She went to my friend Adrian Ward Jackson's bedside and sat with him while he died a few weeks ago and got lambasted, I think quite unfairly in the press for doing this. The fact of the matter is princesses know a lot of gay men. It's simple as that, because they're not allowed out with the straight men, so they're going out for the evening. You know, they're usually out with gay men. I mean, you know, as far as I know, a lot of my friends were sort of buddies of Princess Diana, though I never met her. But I mean, you know, they sort of knew her, you know, dancers and things, you know, actors and such like. And I mean, I realise that you can go. But I mean, given the fact she might have done nothing, it's better to do something. So I think there is that element, you know. I mean, there is a marvellous story of Frederick Ashton, who was a real chum of the Queen Mother's for years, and they got on so well that he wrote her sort of 90th birthday ballet or whatever it was, you know, and that was the way she decided to spend her evening on her 90th birthday. And in any case, arriving at the Opera House, and people were clapping, you know, like they do, you know, that subservient way we all do. She turned to Sir Fred and she said, "I wonder what they really think of two old queens like us." I just think that, you know, the whole thing is sort of, put on that level, all the problems in the Sun and the Evening Standard are pathetic. Do you know what I mean? You know, you actually know what real life is like, if you see what I mean. So, I mean, and as you know, there's this huge history from, you know, Mountbatten, the Duke of Kent. I believe the Duke of Windsor was caught in bed by the Duke of York. I mean, it's lovely. It's like a film, isn't it? You know what I mean? He was so horrified that the Cuban ballet dancer he was sleeping with was given a one-way ticket to the Bermuda Triangle. And, I mean, all of that goes on, you see. I'm certain that, you know, there's more than a little bit of truth in it all. And even if there isn't, you know, it's good speculation. It keeps the newspapers going. Gus Van Sant, you know, said this in Venice, because the Idaho film was on, which I haven't seen actually yet, and he said he thought that Hollywood was going to stumble on the fact that it was actually profitable to make lesbian and gay films, and as soon as that happens, of course, they'll be on in the Odeon West End.